an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. And it's getting closer. The All-Star voting with just 7 days left. Here's how it's shaping up.
Hey, guys, I think it's fair to say things are finally coming into focus. We're getting a really good idea of who's going to make it.
Now you look at Williamson. He's among the top 10 in the voting in the Western Conference. The fans rewarding him for a tremendous season so far.
And I'm sure he's grateful for that. But, Kevin, I know what he really wants is a spot in that starting lineup.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Yves Missi. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Queen. And at the power forward. And for the Spurs. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this trade, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Queen. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Harper. Wembanyama outside. Goes up on the wing. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Wembanyama's got the first points on the scoreboard for San Antonio. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Queen. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
That's tipped, and they get it back. And here's Harper from the arc. New Orleans with the ball. Here's Poole. Outside for Murray. Back to Poole. Pass to Queen. From the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, Murphy essentially lives on the arc. His job is to provide his team with consistent outside shooting.
Now, here's Vassell. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. They grab their own miss. Yep, that one goes.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Back to Poole. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Queen. Count it.
Yeah, and Murray can do so many things on the court, including setting up his teammates.
Fox against Murray. Rejected by Murray. Shoots over Vassell. Rebound San Antonio. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
Now, Stan, there's a lot to like about the versatile game of Jeremy Sohan.
Well, look, Kevin, Jeremy Sohan is a guy that everybody's going to want. Jeremy Sohan can fit in anywhere. He's a great defender. He's got great toughness. He rebounds the ball, and he can pass and handle for a big guy. Who wouldn't want Jeremy Sohan? Yeah, with how physical a game Sohan plays, you'd expect him to be at the stripe more.
To the wing on the left. Back to Poole. On the wing, Murray. No good with the triple.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal play don't always go on the stat sheet.
Vassell wide open. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Unloads from 13, and the jumper is good.
Well, that can be a tough range, but Murray made it look routine.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama. Wembanyama on the follow.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. The Pelicans, 4th.
Well, this has been a hot three-point shooting team, and it starts with their passing, moving the ball to get quality looks.
And so here is New Orleans. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First one falls for him. Greg, isn't this a fun time of year? Mid-season basketball, from award races to juggling playoff pictures. It's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Wembanyama looking it over. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Pelicans leading by 3. Pass to Murray. To the inside. Queen.
Yes!
That's in there. Murray with the assist. Queen's got 6. Now Fox. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. No good that time. For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Cool, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And they're able to recover. And it's good, 2 points. He's got 8. And here is Poole. Scoreless thus far. Releases. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wembanyama, a screen on Murray. Vassell outside. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Murray outside. They set the screen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, and this team wants Murray to play aggressively and get to the line more.
It's his first trip to the line.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
Free throw good, Murray. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Stephon Castles checked in for Vassell.
Well, it seems like every season, DeJounte Murray is out to make it his best year. That competitiveness is something you really appreciate.
Wembanyama with the bucket. Wembanyama's got 10.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Devin Vassell.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Now, here's Poole. He has yet to score. Down low. Here's Queen. Defended by Sohan. Nisi laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now, here's Harper. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Here's Poole. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Harper.
You know, when Jordan Poole is playing smart, selfless basketball, he can be a true weapon offensively.
That's good from Poole.
And the confidence Poole plays with, you gotta admire. He feels like he can hit from anywhere on the floor.
And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And the Pelicans also making a change. Fears is checked in. Both free throws good from Poole. And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. 7-point differential. Pass to Wembanyama. No good on the triple. New Orleans is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Poole fires away from outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Here's Fears. After the made shot from Keldon Johnson.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Fox with the screen for Johnson. Launches it. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Queens got 6 rebounds in the game. Doubled by Fox. The 3. Traps in the tray. He's got 8.
You watch Murphy. He has a great-looking shot. It's effective, too.
Fox passes to Johnson. Shoots from the line. It's hauled in by Queen. New Orleans leading by 8. Poole looking it over. Pass to Fear. Shot clock at 6. Over Fox. And he overshot that one, missing. And San Antonio shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter.
Now, that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle. So it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Here's Fears. A 23-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the Spurs with some changes. Harper comes in for Sohan. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Fox. Wembanyama passes to Johnson. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got his third assist on the night. Here's Fears. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Spurs trail by 5. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better. Well, that's where Johnson does most of his scoring. He's very effective down low.
Fears with it. No scoring in this one. Six to shoot. And Poole launches it from deep. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Basket good.
Yeah, the mid-range is a place where Castle can beat you. He's got great control.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Castle against Poole. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Harper. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Harper. Harper's got his third assist on the night. 1 quarter in the books. It's been a close one so far. Pelicans lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
New Orleans in the lead. Setting the 4 now for the Pelicans. Sadiq Bey is out there with Fears. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Bull. And it's Queen in at the power forward position. Offensive rebound. Here's Fears. And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Fears. He's defended by Alvarado. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Second personal foul.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level, but you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Not just a low post threat, Olynyk is also capable of doing damage with his jumper.
Out to the right wing. New Orleans moving it around. Unloads. Here's Bull. And that one, good. And the Pelicans lead by 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Alvarado passes to Olynyk. Castle against Bay. And he gets it to go. Castle's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Pass to Bay. Here's Queen. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And tough to miss his man that time. Bay really seeing the whole floor.
Johnson, that falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Johnson's got 9 points.
Well, when you have a as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Pierce's shot is off.
Well, he's had a rough night, but his teammates have picked him up.
Now Castle. 6 points for him. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Out to the right wing. Here's Queen. He's guarded by Johnson. Queen can't get it to go. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. That puts them in the lead. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Fears. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Johnson, that's for 2. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Well, every team wants fast break points. Johnson getting those.
Pelicans trail by 3. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's up a 3. Tipped away.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Alvarado with it. Fears covering. Harper's shot is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A different look now for San Antonio. Vassell, he's checked in for Castle, and De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Fears. Out left to the wing. Bay finds Bull. Back to Bay. Here's Queen. Shot clock at 5 to end the run. And Trey Murphy gets the 3. He's got 11.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Outside, Fox. Inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Jalen Williams and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Well, offensively, Olynyk is more than just a jump shooting big. He's a solid playmaker for his position, and he's especially effective running dribble handoff actions.
And he sinks the second.
Now a veteran in this league, Olynyk has carved out a nice role for himself thanks to his hustle and versatile skill set.
Here's Fears. Right wing. Here's Queen. Covered by Johnson. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes comes in for Johnson.
Substitution for your Spurs. Luke Cornett, Harrison Barnes.
Spurs leading by 4. Outside Harper. That one drops and he's now 2 for 5.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Fears with it. To the right side. Bull inside. He's covered by Cornett. Fires from 14. Uses the glass to drop it in. 13 points in the game.
We've seen what this young man can do, and we're seeing it again here.
Yes.
Murphy having an outstanding game.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Wembanyama, he's checked in for San Antonio. Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Harper wide open. Good on the triple. Harper's got the lead up to 7 now for San Antonio.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Bay. To the middle. Here's Bull. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Fears. Guarded by Fox.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Wembanyama. And Bull sends it back.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pelicans trail by 9. Now Fear. Pass to Bay. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And maneuvering into position, Bay moving the needle.
Barnes outside. Fox with the screen for Barnes. Shoots it. And another basket for San Antonio.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Fears with it. Guarded by Fox. Pass to Bay. Out to the wing. Bull, a screen on Harper. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Three-pointer, Fox. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. Here's Queen. Covered by Barnes. Here's Queen. No good there.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks.
Pretty play by Fears on the drive. The rookie showing some tenacity.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First free throw is good.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
New Orleans making some changes here. Yves Missi comes in for Bull. And Poole subbed in for Bay. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
My favorite thing about Jeremiah Fears, he has a knack for coming through in clutch moments, and you need that from someone who's naturally ball dominant. And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Now, here's Vassell. He had 13 points in the win against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Poole bounce pass. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harper.
There's a toughness Poole brings to the floor. He can handle a little contact.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Poole. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Barnes. And New Orleans also making a change. Looney's checked in. Second free throw, no good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Basket counts. Harper's got the lead up to 11 now for San Antonio.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Poole outside to the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 15 points for Trey Murphy.
I know Poole was looking for his shot, but he's smart and makes the right pass instead.
Fox feeling it out a bit. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Now, here's Poole. He has 5. Here's Fears. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Fears has got 6.
And, hey, this rookie Fears can drain that midi with the best of them.
Outside Harper from downtown. Pelicans with the rebound. Nisi's got his 5th rebound in this one. 1:11 left in the first half. Poole outside. There's a good screen. Inside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Harper. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. Jones checked in for Trey Murphy. And that one falls for Harper.
And something scouts found very appealing about Dylan Harper. His skills are ahead of the rookie curve. He's got a deep bag already. A lot of moves that other guys would need to get schooled on.
Now, here's Poole. He's got 5. Kicks it out to Jones. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vassell. 34 seconds left in the first half.
That's a great contest by Vassell. He's got the tools to be a very good defender.
Here's Sohan. San Antonio again missing. Pelicans trail by 10. Pass to Poole. From deep three-point land, the shot, no good. And we finished one half of basketball. Spurs out in front. They're up by 10. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
If you're shooting under 30% from 3, try to find another way to score, man. This is crazy, Shaq.
Yeah, being one-dimensional there.
And how about we move it? And that is it for halftime.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Now, here's Poole. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now, here's Poole. 4 on the clock. And stolen by Wembanyama. And the Spurs pushing it up now. The wide open look here for Fox. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Messi with the ball. Wembanyama on him. Pulls up, high post, and off the front iron, and in it goes. 17 points in the game.
Look, we don't see Murphy take a lot of mid-range shots, but his jumper is pure from anywhere on the court.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Parker, shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Murray outside. Here's Queen. Defended by Sohan. The 10-footer. Queen can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 13. Stolen away. Poole outside to the inside. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Wembanyama. And he uses the glass on the layup. 18 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Murray. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Messi.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Misses the 3. Pelicans trail by 13. Poole outside. Here's Queen. Defended by Sohan. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
The first one falls. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Spurs leading by 12. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. We'll stand after 8 seasons with the Kings, a new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look, you got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together. Is there a better pick and roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo.
And he knocks down the first one. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
But here's the thing. Not only does Fox have the speed, he can go all night. He will wear you out.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Wembanyama. First in blocks, and don't forget top 5 in the league in points per game. He's a premier offensive threat, night in and night out.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. Here's Poole. He has 5. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, even with the defense smothering him, Fox stays composed and gets it to go.
Now here's Murray. They set the pick. Down low. And again, no good by New Orleans. San Antonio leading by 17. Harper. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 9 assists now tonight. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Murray, the pass to Queen. Will it go? Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
At the line for 1.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Sohan. And it's San Antonio with another.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Here's Queen. He's got 18. Five on the clock, to the middle. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his 2nd since the break.
Pelicans trailed by 21. Pass to Messi. Here's Queen. Now here's Murray. Back to Messi. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox with plenty of space. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Yves Messi.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Now here's Murray. Poole outside. Can they get it? Good work there as it goes. Poole's got 7 points in the game.
And this is what Poole is out there to do. So assertive on the offensive end.
Wembanyama, a screen on Poole. Harper, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Queen. Down low. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And the shooting has really been there for him today. but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Harper's shot's good.
He may be a rookie, but Harper plays like a veteran. There's no intimidating this young man. Lots of buckets for him tonight.
Now here's Murray. They set the pick. Here he goes. Pass to Misi. That one falls. 8 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Harper from the arc. Another miss by Harper.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Now Misi, defended by Wembanyama. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. It's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Sohan's got 5 points now this quarter. Pelicans trail by 20. And here is Poole. 7 points in the game. To the left wing. Jacks up a 3. San Antonio making a switch here. Castle's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Bol, he's checked in for Yves Misi. Bays subbed in for Jordan Poole. Spurs leading by 20. Harper with the ball. 21 points in the game. Pass to Sohan. And he banks in the layup. Sohan's got 9.
Yeah, nice touch by Sohan. More than at home inside. He's not a forward who wants to jack up a bunch of threes.
Now here's Bay. Over to the wing. Here's Queen. He's guarded by Harper. A second chance effort. And it's Harper with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. They're a team with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Bay. There's the pick. Over to the left wing. Here's Queen. Over Sohan, and Queen gets it to go. Queen's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Castle. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. A three-pointer, no good. Takes the 3. And Trey Murphy gets the 3. He's got 22.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Pass to Castle. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, but just the second turnover of the game. I mean, overall, pretty meticulous offensively.
A different look now for San Antonio. Johnson comes in for Sohan. And it's Jose Alvarado in for De'Aaron Fox. Kevon Looney is checked in for New Orleans. Here's Murray. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama is 1:51 left in the third. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pelicans trail by 20. With the floater, Murray, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Castle misses.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Driving inside. Bull, that's good.
Well, Murray's got a great feel of when to let that pass go in the pick and roll.
Spurs leading by 16. Outside Harper. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. That one's off, still out of sync.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Now here's Murray. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 6 assists now in the game.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Spurs with possession. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Fears. Also Sadiq Bey out there. Bull is out there with Herbert Jones. And it's Queen in at the 4. Johnson a wide open look. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, look at Johnson dialing it in from long distance.
Here's Fears. Started by Fox. And teams take more 3s now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. It's an 18-point lead. Lays it up and banks it in.
You gotta love the way Vassell went right at the defense and finished through contact.
Here's Fears. Guarded by Fox. And it's denied by Fox. The 3 from Johnson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. And that'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Spurs leading by 20. Vassell outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion. As those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices, the pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, you can clearly see Devin Vassell is a player with a ton of enthusiasm. He loves being on the floor, working as a cohesive part of his team to get results.
Pass to Queen. Clock at 6. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Vassell with it. Jones covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Vassell went in anyway, knowing contact was coming.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Vassell hits them both. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Pierce's shot is off.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And Fox gets it to go.
It's good. Fox doesn't let it fly out of the corner too often, but he is more than capable of drilling it from there.
Here's Fears. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Second team foul. Shooting for New Orleans. Fears. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Bay against Castle. Fires for 3. And Bull pulls it down. New Orleans gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now Fears. Jones for 3. And the Pelicans miss again. Johnson goes in, wants to get it over to Castle, and does.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
The Pelicans have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Pass to Queen. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Jones, the pass to Bull. And they're moving it up. Fox inside the line. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 17 points for De'Aaron Fox. Well, for New Orleans, shooting about 42% so far. Here's Fears. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's hard to get Fears rattled. Even when the D's this physical, this kid keeps his poise.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
A different look now for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Olynyk. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Keldon Johnson. And it's Harper in for Fox. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Yves Missi, he's checked in for Bol Bol. Trey Murphy comes in for Herbert Jones. Poole's checked in for Sadiq Bey. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Fears. Here's Wembanyama. And it's in there.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And it's Poole with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Shoots. Rebounded by the Spurs. Inside. Here's Sohan. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Sohan's got 9 points now in just the second half. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. To the wing right side. Lets the three fly. It doesn't go for him.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Castle. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Harper against Poole. They set the pick. Back to Missi. Picked him clean. A finish, and Harper slams it in.
Never stopped working. Props to Dylan Harper.
The Pelicans shooting about 42% so far. Now here's Murray. To the paint. Here's Missi. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Well, Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Harper. And the basket by Johnson.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And here is Murray. Pass to Missi. Now Poole. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. And here is Barnes. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds in this game. Poke loose. Alvarado with the steal. Here's Johnson. Here's Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Murray with it. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, They won't be overlooked much anymore.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, you know Johnson's a guy who likes to use that size and physicality to his advantage.
The Spurs making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Murray, the pass to Queen. The fader. Good. Queen's got 22.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot on.
Now Alvarado. Barnes outside. And the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Poole for three. And they'll get another chance.
Well, they're all over the offensive glass right now, and it's a big reason that they're ahead.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work, and he has today made it look easy.
Well, he's been doing a great job of making something out of nothing, especially on the offensive glass.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
So, coach, in the last 26 years, only 3 Eastern Conference teams have been NBA Finals favorites. Anything need to change there?
You know, I really don't think so, Kevin. I'm not sure it matters to people. I mean, the NBA Finals, you're going to have one team from the East, one team from the West, and people are going to watch because you're down to the last series for a championship. I think it's a conversational point to talk about one conference dominating, but I don't think in a given year fans really care.
At the line for the...
And the first one, yes. And staying an All-Star back in 2022, DeJounte Murray has since been trying to regain that All-Star form.
Absolutely, Kevin. And look, the major problem, like it is for a lot of guys, has been injury. When he's healthy, this guy can really play. He's a true two-way player and can help you win games at both ends of the floor.
Johnson finds Castle. Spurs passing it around. A three from Bryant. It's good from long range.
It's good.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding him.
And Trey Murphy hits from deep. He's got 25.
He chucks up a lot of threes. Murphy clapping back in a hurry.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson the screen. Fires from deep. Pelicans pull it in. Nisi's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
And it's Bryant in the corner. Pass to Castle. Johnson with a screen on Poole. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Murray for three. Good on the three-point shot.
Stop, pop, count it. Murray looking smooth.
Here's Bryant. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.